at AT&T Stadium. You know, the thing about boxing trainers is that they are pretty much like the head coach of a pro franchise. And Dallas is no stranger to having legendary coaches such as Tom Landry, Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer. The Dallas Cowboys, what they know how to do is they know how to win. Jason Garrett, 3 divisional championships under his tenure as the Cowboys won the NFC East this past year. But this gentleman, Robert Garcia, is a former world champion, and he embeds himself in the sport of boxing. He has his brother Mikey always prepared in tip-top shape, which is why 39 times they've come out victorious and have not lost a single professional bout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the trainer for Mikey Garcia, his brother, Robert Garcia.
Just want to thank all you guys for being here. You know, we've been having a great training camp. Our sparring partners are doing a great job. You know, we know we're in a very, very tough challenge, but Mikey's starting to get in great shape. By the time the fight comes, you know, you guys are gonna see what Mikey's all about. Come to the fight, enjoy. Those that don't have a chance to make it, pay-per-view. Just order it, and you guys are gonna enjoy a great night of boxing. Thank you all for being here.
Robert Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. His counterpart, Derek James, who lives here in the Dallas area. With as much success over the past few years that Derek James and Errol Spence have had, the one thing I will tell you about both gentlemen is that they remain as humble and hungry as ever. Derek James has had several world champions, Errol included, and he's just as nice and as enthusiastic for fighters and getting in training camp as he did the first day he stepped inside the gym. These two guys, much like the Garcia brothers, have chemistry. They know one another. They maximize their performance on fight night. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the esteemed trainer of Errol Spence Jr., Mr. Derek James.
Thank you, everybody, and I'm very happy to be here. It's been a pretty good ride. We've been working together for 10 years this year. So with our 10th year here, this is a beautiful place to culminate everything we've been working on. And I'm very proud of Mikey for stepping up. He's a real trooper, a real fighter. That's what true boxing is all about. He has a phenomenal trainer, his brother Robert and his father. And we are prepared, and we're in shape right now, ready to go right now. But we still have about 3.5 more weeks to go, so I can't wait. This is so inspirational, even today, to be here. This is enough, a little bit more coal in the fire to keep us burning and keep us getting ready. So I do appreciate you all for coming out here, and thank you very much.
Derek James, ladies and gentlemen, the trainer for Errol Spence Jr. Now let's meet one half of the main event, Saturday, March 16th, PBC on Fox Sports pay-per-view here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, brought to you by TGB Promotions and Ringstar Sports. This gentleman, I mentioned his record, 39-0, 30 wins coming by way of a knockout. He's been a professional for a dozen years and continues to get better. When you look at a Mexican fighter, when you look at a guy who wants the biggest and best challenges, that's what Mikey Garcia asked for. He coming off of a victory over Robert Easter Jr., where he unified one half of the lightweight division back on July 28th at Staples Center in Los Angeles. And when he asked for Errol Spence, people thought he was crazy. People said, "What are you doing?" Mikey Garcia dares to be great. And that is exactly what he's going to try to do and become a 5-division world champion on Saturday, March 16th. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated and 4-division world champion, Mikey Garcia.
Hello, everybody, and thank you. Just like everybody, you know, we're very happy to be here. I'm very excited, you know, for what's coming in a few weeks. You know, it's a fight that I really wanted. It's a fight that I had asked for. It's the biggest challenge, the biggest fight of my career. You know, moving up in weight to fight the best champion in the welterweight division is no easy task, but that's what I'm prepared to do. That's the kind of fight that motivates me. That's the kind of fight that excites me. You know, the fight that is gonna bring out the best out of me. You know, and that's the fight against Errol Spence. You know, we know what we're up against. I'm sure he's getting ready for the best fight of his career. Well, I'm also getting ready for the best fight of my career, and that's what makes this fight such a great fight. That's what's gonna make it such an interesting fight. You know, that's the recipe for a tremendous fight. You know, you got two undefeated champions in the prime, pound for pound fighters, you know, fighting each other. You don't get that often. You don't get that, you know, very common in boxing. You know, you get a champion fighting a contender or a champion defending against a former champion, but very rare do you get two undefeated pound for pound fighters facing each other in their prime. And this kind of fight deserves a home like this. I thank Mr. Jerry Jones for welcoming me and Spence here. You know, this kind of fight deserves this type of atmosphere, this type of energy. I'm very happy that we can be part of this. You know, as a Cowboy fan myself, you know, growing up, and now I'm here in their home, you know, about to take on the biggest fight of my career. You know, that's unbelievable. That's unimaginable. I never imagined I could be here, but here we are, and I'm very happy. I'm excited. You know, I'm sure everybody who comes, you know, March 16 and watches live, you know, that's going to be a night to remember. That's going to be a memorable night. They're going to be talking about this night just like they do when they talk about some of the greats, you know, over the years. This is going to be one of those nights. So we invite everybody to make sure they come, because this is historic. This is history in the making. And I'm just very, very glad I can offer this to all my fans, to all the boxing world, because this is the fight you don't want to miss. Thank you very much.
Mikey Garcia, ladies and gentlemen, the 4 Division World Champion. Well, it's no secret that Mikey Garcia is special, but so is his opponent on Saturday, March 16th, the gentleman to my right, a 2012 United States Olympian, 24 wins, 21 of those come in by way of knockout. You know, you see guys when they move up in class, as they become more bona fide contenders, as the opposition level is increased, they get victories or sometimes they falter. This gentleman has not only gotten wins, but he's stopped 11 straight opponents. That is no easy task. He is a vicious body puncher, intelligent, uses his distance. When he knows he has you hurt, he goes out and closes out the show in grand fashion. He did that at the Star in Frisco back in June against Carlos Ocampo, a one-round destruction, much to the delight of Jerry Jones and the fans here in Dallas. He's special, and he wants a special opportunity. Well, he has a big matchup on Saturday, March 16th. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending IBF welterweight champion of the world, Errol the Truth Spence Jr.
How everybody doing today? I'm thankful for y'all to come out, and man, this is a dream come true. Like I've said many times, you know, I had dreams of playing football here instead of boxing. So I mean, you know, this is a dream come true. This is something that, you know, still hasn't just hit me yet. I think it hit me after the fight. You know, I try not to get caught up in the moment, but you know, this is my favorite team. I think I bleed blue. I've been a Cowboys fan. I remember sitting on my daddy's lap watching the Cowboys play, watching Emmitt Smith and Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, and all these great players play. So, you know, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this fight, and every time that I see Mikey Garcia, you know, I just get more and more anxious and want to go to the gym and want to work out and want to spar. Even when I came home Sunday, you know, I sparred 15 rounds with 30-second rest just because, you know, I was 18 rounds. I sparred 18 rounds with 30-second rest just because, you know, the whole press conference and the whole face-off and everything leading up to it, and just seeing my opponent and you know, and seeing, you know, looking in his eyes and seeing how hungry he is. And I know Mikey Garcia, he's a real champion because he's the one that asked for this fight. I'm not gonna lie and sit here to say I asked for the fight. I didn't take him serious at first when he first called me out, and then the second time he called me out, you know, I was like, man, this dude, I think he's serious. And then when my manager Al called me and said, you know, Mikey Garcia is serious about fighting you know, I knew it was a real deal. And I like to thank Jerry Jones too for letting us use this venue and you know, and basically putting out a promotion, and Fox putting out a promotion behind us, and making this bigger than making it real big, because it's on Fox pay-per-view. My first Fox pay-per-view, and I only been pro 6 years. Most fighters don't get to do that. So I'm 100% prepared, I'm 100% focused, and I'm hungry. I'm already on weight. I know a lot of people making, you know, fat jokes 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I was overweight on 180, on 190. Well, I'm in the low 50s. So I'm 100% prepared. I can't wait for this fight. I can't wait to put on another show, another great performance March 16 on Fox pay-per-view. Make sure you tune in. You don't want to miss this. If you can't come to the fight, order it on Fox pay-per-view. This is going to be an amazing event. It's going to be spectacular. And before I close out, I have a gift that I'd like to present Jerry Jones. It's official. It's official. Team Spence Letterman. You can't get this online or anything like this, so it's not for sale. Like I said, order on Fox pay-per-view. You don't want to miss this. If you can't make it to the fight, this is going to be a legendary night, March 16. I guarantee you. Thank you.
Errol Spence Jr., ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated champion. One more time, we are going to have the fighters pose off. We want to thank the Dallas Cowboys organization for being unbelievable to work with. We look forward to Saturday, March 16th, Spence versus Garcia. The welterweight championship of the world is on the line at AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. All brought to you by TGB Promotions and Ringstar Sports. One more time before we get ready for Fight Week, it'll be Spence and Garcia facing off, and we look forward to a memorable fight week as we get set for Saturday, March 16th, Fox Sports pay-per-view, Spence versus Garcia. We'll see you in about a month's time. Thank you.
Yeah, we need to move Tony. Hold on, we'll move Tony real quick. Good? Okay. So guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to have the fighters available on each